So best friends got each other's back. We used to cruise around with a bass to the max. Everyone at school while I was in the lab, cooking up some beats that would turn into tracks. High school chillin', I was on a mission. I had bigger dreams of being a musician. Teachers always talked but I couldn't seem to listen. I lived in a fantasy land, they called it fiction. But I was gonna be big one day, playing shows on the road to a sold out stage. Nobody really cared or believed I would make it anywhere close, I would fail and fade. But that's cool, I love that, cause any little doubt gives me energy back. And now, I'm in a place where I'm glad I never gave up on the dreams I had. And big dreams lead to big things, and big swings lead to big rings. Championships or the big screen, anyone who did anything took a big swing. And big dreams lead to big things, and big swings lead to big rings. Championships or the big screen, anyone who did anything took a big swing. Yeah, let's go. So if you want something big, you gotta swing fast, swing hard and commit. You might miss 10 times, but when you hit, just make sure that you get all of it, okay? People at the top took risks. Investing and testing is all that they did. It's not complicated, it just takes grit. So never give up, take a swing at it. And big dreams lead to big things, and big swings lead to big rings. Championships or the big screen, anyone who did anything took a big swing. And big dreams lead to big things, and big swings lead to big rings. Championships or the big screen, anyone who did anything took a big swing.
Hey guys, what is up? What is up? Welcome to the Pick and Roll Podcast, episode 160. That means 6-7 more for 6-7 and 9 more for 69. Just thought I would throw that out there. But hey guys, how's everyone doing? Like, share, subscribe. Appreciate everyone tuning in. We already got people in the chat. Let's just see if the chat works. So please comment in the chat. I just want to see if this works. If you know, you know. So. Hey, look who's here. Who are you?
I'm the new Harlem Globetrotter that's going to end up playing for the Sixers because that's.
Hey,
I heard your thing this morning.
yeah, we call it I always call it the Harlem Globetrotter offense.
Yep.
Hey, Tiffany, what is up? People hating on Lou Dort. That fight, just let it go. Fight with you. Oh my god, that's funny. But how you doing, Blaze?
Good.
You doing good? I'm a bit pissed off about the Sixers last night, but it is what it is.
Well, I have my takes.
Yeah, you want to talk about it now since we could just
Well, it leads right into it. I got some new Maxi cards here, so I got to show them off. I got one with Maxi on it, real nice. I got one here. This one I kind of like because it has Iverson on it too.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool. And then I got this one. I got someone on there with him.
Oh God. Oh wow.
It's Jared McCain. So we might as well talk about Jared McCain.
What is up, Rio? How's it going, man?
What's up, fellas?
What's up?
We're a bit pissed off after what happened with the Sixers and Spurs.
Oh, I left y'all alone yesterday because 40-point blowout.
Left you alone.
I don't kick a man when he's down. So, but today's a new day. What happened?
I have my theories, and I think it kind of goes along with what Mitch was talking about this morning a little bit, and it's we need to hire a new nurse,
a new coach,
a new nurse.
I mean,
yeah.
So I watched a little bit of the game. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I was like, this should be a good matchup. One of the best teams in the East, one of the best teams in the West. What could go wrong?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's the inconsistency, like Mitch has been saying, how all the other, people, and I give people shit for being flip-flopping Philly fans, but when you got a team that does this up and down over the last couple years, and it's, injury riddled and bad contracts and stuff like that. And the reason I'm saying it's time for Nick Nurse to go isn't because he's a bad coach. He's the wrong coach for the situation. Like, he is the type of coach that can build around Embiid, kind of like they did with Kawhi in Toronto. So he was thinking he could do the same thing with Embiid. He could be the answer to the, the question, pardon the pun,
Bruh.
of the process.
Right.
So, and it makes sense. He's not a bad coach. He's proven it. He's won a title. But he was brought here to build around Embiid. And then all of a sudden, here comes this Maxey, which flips the entire team to a more upbeat, faster paced type of team. And then here comes VJ to be a perfect complement. And right now, depth is a big problem. And we talked about that's who wins championships now, teams that have depth. The depth isn't playing. And as much as I hate it, beginning of the year, I said this team doesn't need Embiid and PG. And I was dead wrong. Because as they came back, they played well. Now we sit here and it's crunch time. There's 20 games left and you got to win half of them to have a winning record. So now, what I've been saying the last few weeks, now I have, like, my marketing research is done. We have 20 games left. You know what I'm saying? All year,
Yeah.
Oh, we're in the playoffs. We're not in the playoffs. We're not a play-in. We're in the play-in. We're making the playoffs. We're going to make a run for it. We're not making the playoffs. We might as well tank. We were the worst team. We beat a great team, But when all that happens, I get it. But it's the culture now because, as Mitch talked about this morning, and as you see, there's no sense of urgency on the bench. There's no coaching towards the bench. There's no making big moves in the third or fourth quarter. Why the hex and curse in the third quarter? That's bad coaching. You're not making the right adjustments at halftime. And it's like, it's frustrating, but he needs to go. I want to make it clear. It's not because he's not a bad coach. It's because what happened, and it goes back to the McCain trade. I'm sorry. It's not because McCain got traded. It's because, and this is a rant I have to get off my chest because I started to compile names of people that moved after February 4th, which is when McCain got traded, right? Mm-hmm. Hang with me, Mitch. All right.
I'm hanging.
What would you have given up for Kuminga right now? I know we're going to talk about him. He was on the market. Obviously, McCain, Grimes, and a first. You don't think maybe they say yes? Why aren't these things out there? This is a stretch. Anthony Davis. We got problems underneath. There's no more one big guy on your team and you're done. Look at what Houston and these other teams are doing. You stack the big guys. Why not bring in? We already know Embiid. He's going to be here. He's not going to be here. He's going to be here. He's not going to be here. Anthony Davis is injured. Now that injury takes it out of the picture. That's another thing, but Kuminga right now as a 4 or 3 next to VJ and Maxey is better to me than McCain would be or Grimes. Grimes should have been moved. That's where I'm at now. They should have moved Grimes. They're not going to be able to pay him next year. The sense of urgency should be, here, my Steelers last year. They go out and get Ramsey, go out and get Rodgers, go out and unload all your picks for the next 3 or 4 years if you have to. Load up. They could have got a Zubats or a Vucevic. Those big guys were out there, right? Mm-hmm. Right? It's coming back. Trust me. Marvin Bagley went to Dallas. I would even have took someone like him. Rob Dillingham went to Chicago. Another point guard to back up Maxey, right? Hold with me. Yabu. No, wait. Bring Yabu back. Here, listen, hold on. He sucked in New York. This is a culture theme. Bring him back to where he flourished for a little bit last year. Let him be that big spark off the bench again. Maybe he can do it for a little bit. He would have been cheap as shit, Mitch. We could have gave up a third for him. Right. Dante Exum, Hunter Tyson, they both moved. And those would have been cheap ones because you're paying on potential. Those are ones that could have been better. They should have unloaded. And Embiid asked them to. Embiid literally in his interview said, I hate being injured right now. It's the worst time. I want to make a run for a chip. I'll trade in my MVP ring. They need to go do something now for me. And it's not just because the McCain trade happened and he didn't get nothing back. They should have unloaded everything. And then today, did you see what today came out that the Sixers were planning to do?
Try to get Kawhi Leonard.
Kawhi! I mean, that was the final straw for me. I get it, because he's trying to rebuild his championship team. You know, he's one type of coach. That's why it comes back to Nurse. I'm not the type of guy that says fire coach because they lose the games. It has to be more than that. And now you see the culture. You see no coaching. He's the wrong fit for a team that should be built around Maxey, not Embiid. Do you follow? Now you see what I'm saying? So bringing back people like Yabu, going and dumping everything for an AD or a Kuminga should have happened. This is the last stretch. Plus, you got fans that are ready to, you know, they're done. They're finished with the process. People want to get rid of Embiid and PG, but it's too much money. Then they come back and they flourish, and they were great. And then PEDs and another injury for Embiid. We're right back where we were last year. Now we should tank for a draft pick. No, they should have made every move they could have made at the trade deadline and went all the fuck in. Am I wrong or what? I mean, is this crazy? I mean, I'm the one who waved my pom-pom, love my Sixers, still do. I still think they could creep into the first round, and if those guys are back in time and we're all playing, it's such a big if, they could even win a first round series. They're not going to any Eastern Finals or making a run. I'm not blowing smoke up my ass. I don't see through like say the Eagles fans see through Kelly Green colored glasses sometimes. Like all they think about is their fandom. Like AJ Brown's going to be a Patriot. Get ready. So I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's given. It just feels too obvious.
Yeah, Stephon Diggs is getting released.
But that's where I'm at. He already is. He's gone. Diggs is gone. All right. So I'm just saying, listen, it's time for a regime change that's going to affect the game. I used to coach. I know. Now I see it. It's not like he's a bad coach. He's the wrong coach.
No, I get what Blaze is saying because my Rockets went through something similar after James Harden. They had a first-time head coach with a bunch of kids that obviously don't respect them. You have no skin in the game. Like, why should I respect you?
Let me go one little step further, and you'll love this one, Mitch. Kyle Lowry is a coach. We're paying him player wages to be a coach.
Yeah. He wants to be the next Udonis Haslem.
And until I saw them interview Kyle Lowry, because it was the throwback show last night, and they were like, hey, you were here the first time we were still on NBC 29 years ago, and you were here. What do you think about it? And I was like, the way he talks, he's not talking like a player. He's talking like a coach. And
I think Coach will love this reference, Bill Russell, because Bill Russell was basically a coach toward the end of his career.
I don't mind that. Magic did it. Larry did it late in their careers, too. They were basically coaches. Joker's done it the last couple of years. When they got rid of their coach, and he was basically the coach. My point is, that was another move that should have been done. Dump him to Toronto, let him go retire, open the spot for a G Leaguer. For someone to bring Ricky fucking Council back. I don't know. Players that have proven they can do it here and have potential and build around Maxey. They could have made a bunch of moves. Now, I know it's unrealistic to think they could have got Kuminga, AD, and Vucevic. You know what I'm saying? I'm not being that dumb.
But I don't know the money. One of them would have helped a lot.
If one domino would have fell, now we wouldn't be sitting here because of the PG, PED, and the Embiid injuries. It's a different story. Now it is to the point where I have no problem with fans going, well, as well tank. We suck. We're done. Because it's 20 games left and you got to win 9. Now, man, a week and a half ago, we were sitting here going, man, winning 9 games out of like 30, that's possible. They couldn't afford to lose the last week like they did.
Yeah. I mean, I think at this point, I would maybe not this week, but probably next week or the week after. Think about resting Maxey because there's no point at that point.
And that's where, people are going to come in here and say, I'm Mr. Fandom. Now you can see I'm real. I'm going to be real about it. But I want proof. I need a marketing study to see. I can't go middle of the year. We're done. Now that it's 20
last
games
20
left. It is.
games,
Yes, that's what I'm
yeah.
saying. Now I can see 20 games, 9 wins doesn't sound as realistic as halfway through. We're like, if the whole PG and Embiid thing, it's a 180 from where I started the season because they started out hot without both. I go, we don't really need them. We got a young team. Those two can lead us. Now we needed PG and Embiid. If they were both playing right now, it's a different story. I know, but that's a big what if. We're sick and tired of that what if. Like, Mitch, I felt your frustrations this morning too. Like, but what do you feel about that taking in? Like, Nurse, can that change enough culture? Because they're going to bring him back next year, Mitch. They're going to say the same thing. Embiid was injured, and PG had the 25-game suspension. We have to run it back again. That's where we're going to be in 6 months. Because nothing happened at this trade deadline, it will be the same team. Well, we're not going to rebuild. We're not going to tank because if we have VJ, Maxey, Embiid, and PG all healthy on the court, those are 4 future Hall of Famers, 4 All-Star. That looks good on paper, but we will be in the same spot.
You know what you guys remind me of? The Rockets when they had Tracy McGrady and Yao Ming.
Yep.
Yeah,
I remember that.
The injury that they had a good coach, but wrong time, and they had a team around them, but those two could not stay healthy.
it's
Just
the
no.
wrong coach. And who said, was it Austin this morning, or was it you that said Popovich as a coach for Embiid would have changed this whole process?
It was Austin.
Was it
That was my
Austin?
guy,
Yeah,
Austin.
and you don't think about that. Like, it was the wrong coach for Embiid to go through the process from the get-go. Throw in all his fucking injuries. I get it. Throw in all. No, hell no, Jimmy. No. James Garbage can go float around wherever he wants. Until he proves it in Cleveland in the postseason, he's still that guy that chokes in the postseason. So we'll see.
Yeah. But for me, you were talking about the vibes, right? You were talking
Yes,
about that
please.
with Nick Nurse and everything. But for me, it's gone. It is absolutely gone. I think Nick Nurse lost the locker room.
Yeah,
And
agree.
I
Yeah.
saw that. Shut up, man. Thank you for stopping by. But yeah, I think it's just done. The only thing that can save us, literally, if Maxey just takes over something, and Quentin Grimes has to step up.
2001, Allen Iverson, it's over for you guys.
Like the holding on to Kyle Lowry and taking a spot from someone, wanting Kawhi onto this team. Like, if they didn't win a chip together, I would have said something different, because Kawhi realistically would be a better fit for Maxey Edgecombe third piece as PG is.
Daryl Morey never won a championship.
Not Daryl Morey. That's what I'm talking about. Nurse.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait a minute.
Nurse.
Wait,
I
Daryl
don't
Morey-
mean Morey. I mean Nurse, Morey. Everyone wants to
close.
fire on.
How many times?
That's why I don't really put it on Morey, because, hey, he's the reason I have an argument against it. Maxey and Edgecombe is here because of him. So
Yeah.
That's my argument against back four Morey. But Nurse, no, he's the wrong type of coach for the team this needs to be now. That's the bottom line.
He's not a developmental coach. He is more of basically controlling egos of superstar players. But a team this young that doesn't have Embiid, need a different kind of coach. Needed more of a guiding hand to teach these guys to be pros. Because outside of Maxey, who has a lot of skin in the game? Lowry,
No, that's I mean it makes no sense. And now I'm like, oh, now it does make sense. Nick Nurse is a one-way street. Like, he knows how to coach, and it's really good for that type of team.
But you got to have established superstars on the team.
Yeah, he's continuing to try to make this team that, instead of rebuilding and going with a fast-paced, different style. That's why he needs to go. Not because he's a bad coach, because he's the wrong coach.
I think you guys need a younger coach that's not set in his ways and is willing to adapt to the players he has on the roster.
And don't ask me who would be that coach, because I have no list. I have no idea.
Clue.
I have
You know
no
what's
thought.
funny? This morning, someone asked me if Nick Nurse got fired today, who would be the coach? And
That's
I'm
why I
like,
said it.
who's the assistant coach in here?
Yeah, and I would rather them bring in freaking Charles Barkley and say, let him do it for the rest of the just for show, and then bring in some Globetrotters, sign them for 10-day contracts, finish off the season with a bang, win or lose.
Double, triple handoff and top of the key.
Not to talk about this tanking shit no much more, but the more and more I think about it, the whole idea of giving more ping pong balls, so I don't get paused by Mitch, I gotta say ping
Pause.
pong balls every time I say it.
Pause.
Every time you got more opportunity to win, anytime the percentage is anytime the percentage is higher for that's the number one opportunity to tank. I get it. So if they take it back to whether you're last place, you get one opportunity, or whether you just missed the playoffs, you get one opportunity, then why tank? Now it goes back to I need to win games so people want to come to the stadium that way, making money. The old way, the original way that teams made money.
Yeah, it's a huge game now. Oh, Lord.
And
I'm not looking forward to the game.
And not that it matters when you play in this Sixers team, but Markkanen's not even playing.
And we've seen the Jazz. They bench players.
He's out for the season, I thought.
No, 13th he's coming back. But there's they have other Keontae George ain't no joke, and there's other players on their team.
Ace Bailey.
The problem is big.
Ace Bailey might be on a revenge game tonight.
You never know.
The thing is, they got good players, but they will bench them. I'm like, what are you tanking for?
Yeah,
outside of the top 3,
they want the protected pick.
Well,
that's what they want.
Well, I mean, we talk about the two guys that they're talking about for the number 1 pick, Peterson and DeBonsa, and now AJ DeBonsa might stay another year.
I think he should. Honestly, his mom wants him to get that degree, so I'm like, he could be next year. He could still be up there, but it's apples and oranges.
Yeah, it's tough. He's pretty right now, almost jumped Peterson to be the number 1 pick.
Yeah,
I would have DeBonsa as the number 1 pick right now, just because he has more experience and he's averaging 25 a game right now.
Same.
Yeah.
You're getting someone whose head's on straight, who's here to play, who's very talented. Peterson, now there's that question. Is his head going to be on straight? Is he another one of these kids that's too young and needs to mature for a couple years? Bailey and Harper, they're going to get there. Those two guys are going to get there. It's just their babies coming out. We've said that a million times. VJ is that anomaly. He comes out of college and boom, he's already matured and playing like he's played for 5 years. Yeah, and Cooper. Yep. And Nipples, him too. All 3 of them. So I mean, they do, man. If I didn't watch basketball and you showed me one of those 3's highlights this year, I'm like, oh, that dude has to be played for like 5 years. All-star, right?
Yeah. It's very rare that you see, guys, year 1, 1 year of college that come in and are, NBA ready mentally and almost physically.
Yeah.
No, we do not miss the playoffs if we lose. We're still half a game ahead from the Magic. We're still in the 6th spot.
And I'll be honest.
Another team that is struggling as well, and they're having internal fighting, players calling out coaches calling out players.
Hey, and right to the point, at this point, if I was on a team, like say you were on a team and not like the Jazz, and now you're getting an opportunity and you're doing well, and now they're sitting people and trying to lose right in front of you, I'd be pissed.
Yeah,
I'd be pissed. I'd be like, maybe I have a bonus where if we win so many games, I get $100,000. Fuck your tank. I want my money, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like that stuff. Players should revolt. The players' union should do something
for
about
a second. I thought you just said Bona for a second. I'm so used to that name.
I'm hoping it's a unanimous vote to pass these anti-tanking rules.
Please. Oh, absolutely.
Because these are rules that make 100% sense to immediately pretty much, unless real stupidity, like at that point, it doesn't make sense. I mean, already 1, 2, 3 is not guaranteed right now, even with the 3 best players in college. You know what I'm saying? Like there's question marks on all 3 that are the best. And beyond that, I normally pick up.
It's still a question mark.
Yep.
Yeah.
I keep going back to Maxey was 20. If you can pick 20 people that are picked 19, 20, 21 that are now stars all over the place. It's 1, 2, 3 doesn't guarantee.
It's a crap. The draft is a crapshoot.
Yeah.
He was and look at him, he's all-star.
It's tough. It's tough. And I get Sixers fans out there. Trust me, I'm a ball buster. I make jokes all the time in Mitch's chat, halftime's chat, all Philly chats. I'm with you. I understand. I feel their frustrations. I'm just not the type to give up early in the season.
Johnson, they definitely tank. I've seen it firsthand.
Yeah, that's Greg John.
Greg, but if you take that literally, I agree with him. Players don't tank. as much
The
as
organization, too.
organizations
Yeah.
know how to make sure. Well, because the players.
We've all seen it with all our teams. We've
Yeah,
seen our teams
exactly.
purposely tank games.
And this year,
You're
it's
right.
more blatant. That's why I'm glad as soon as it happened and it's in social media and people are bitching. And that's where, it was the next day Adam Silver was like, we're going to try to fix this. So you got to give him credit for that.
You got to fix the product because even if your team is not good, you want to see them at least playing the whole game.
There'd be a lot of commissioners that would just sit back and be like, you got to deal with it. We have a system in place. Let it play out. You know what I'm saying? But thank goodness he's like, nah, we got to change this. Now the
Jimmy,
owners are a different story. If the owners everyone unanimously says, yep, we're putting these through right away. What if it's like 50-50 or something? You're like, man, now we got a bunch of fucking owners that want to keep tanking. That's the tough part when these votes come through. I don't know how they're doing it or whatever, but maybe
I would like to see it expanded to other sports as well. Football, baseball is kind of tough. You can't really tank in baseball because it's 162 games, but football as well. Like you can tell when teams purposely bench players just gave up on seasons,
or teams that like at the end of this season that went like the Giants won a game and at the end of the season it hurt their draft pick and people are like, oh, I didn't want us to win. The Redskins left hand up. Washington won a game,
Jimmy,
and it hurt their draft pick.
Jimmy, do you want me to tell you the names we drafted because we tanked? No, for the Sixers, I'm just telling you. Ben Simmons, Markel Fultz, Michael Carter-Williams, on and on. Jahlil Okafor, who I think was in the wrong era. If he was in a different era, he would have signed.
All those number one picks you just named, imagine if they all panned out like the three he named.
Because my Rockets
need a dynasty right now.
We got Jalen Green instead of Kay Cunningham, and we saw how that turned out.
Can you imagine Cunningham on that team right now? What you got? Holy shit!
God.
Him, A-Man, and KD.
And KD, that three.
Get out of here. That's in the league.
But it gotta be a top 10. Again, it's a crap.
Yeah, we're not arguing the top 10 picks aren't better than bottom of the first round. That's obvious. That's common sense. We know teams would rather have top 10 than bottom of the first round. We get that. We're talking about you're a team that could get into the postseason, maybe win a play-in game, make a ton of money for, give the people
get rid of the play-in. Blaze, I'm with you right now. Get rid of the play-in.
Get rid of it.
That's another one for me. I say you take 8 from each side, and that's it. Straight brackets. No buys, no play-ins. 8-8. Boom. Done.
Because what a lot of people don't realize, just because you're not the 1 or 2 seed doesn't mean you can't make the NBA Finals.
Yep.
The last team that was below the 4 seed to win the NBA Finals was the Houston Rockets. They were a 6 seed. They beat 61 teams.
It can happen. I mean, and we've talked about this a lot too.
They won 47 games that year. 47.
We're about right now is when we're going to start to see that. We talked about it last year and the last year before that. Right now, the last 20 games is when all these teams start turning it up. You see players. LeBron's going to start playing better. Watch. Luka is going to start playing better. Watch. All these players that are still out there, they're going to start trying harder because now it's do or die. I don't know why they wait.
Luka.
But it will start coming up.
Luka argued with the ref after he missed the free throw.
Yeah, I know. He's I wouldn't go as far.
I play harder, but they're going nowhere.
Yeah. I don't mind seeing them as trash though. The Cavaliers, like the Browns, the Lakers. I don't mind seeing the Lakers.
I forgot about that. I forgot.
They were a playing team.
Yeah.
They had no chance of winning, but they were a playing team. They made it to the finals.
Because also, once you go past that 8th, then you get into where it really bugs me. And that teams with losing records playing extra games after the season's over. That's so dumb to me. I'm sorry.
And then the playoffs start a couple days later.
I don't care if a team that was 40-42 made it to the finals before. If you lose more games than you win, you don't deserve to play more games.
Dude, right? And honestly,
that should be common sense.
I want to bring up this, like what Arku said, it's good for the Hornets. The Hornets turned it around.
They did.
Turned it around.
They proved everyone on this panel wrong because none of us believed in
Not me. I believed in LaMelo.
Well, it ain't him that's doing it, though. It's Nipples.
Yes, it is. Who's passing him the ball? Who's getting him open?
Yeah.
Brandon Miller.
Who's pulling his shirt halfway up?
Yeah.
I would say those two guys are the real catalyst for the Hornets.
Yeah.
You might lose there too.
Brandon
but I think
Miller, Miles Bridges too.
Yeah.
Kobe White. Kobe White was a great pick.
That's the
Was
thing,
a
they made
great
it-
move
yep.
at the deadline. I love
That's
what the
I mean.
Hornets are
I would
doing.
rather see a team do that. Like we could be talking about the Sixers right now, like that. If they would have made two of these big moves that I have written down, we would be talking about that.
Yeah.
Like the Hornets. You can do that. You can have a shitty team after 2 months and turn it around. Sometimes it just clicks. It's like that in college as well as it in pros now, because you are shuffling your roster every year so much more now than it was back in the day. So that, you're dealing with a different team. Like look at Houston's team 3 years ago compared to now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like
post All-Star, like we're 5-2. KD's averaging 30 points a game on 50, 40, 90 splits. Like should be an MVP conversations, honestly.
So if it all comes together right now instead of falling apart, we're like the Eagles of 2023. I'm sorry, I know you don't want to hear that, Mitch.
You take shots at the worst possible times.
Just because it's a Philly team I'm cheering for at the same time I'm dogging a Philly team.
Right?
It makes no sense.
Sixers need more shooters. They need a lot more than that. We need a bench. Atlanta Hawks, I love what the Hawks did. Kuminga, that's my player of the week. I don't know about you guys, but Jonathan Kuminga is my player of the week.
Oh, yeah. No,
no, not for me.
It's KD for you, isn't it?
You see the numbers, right? He's averaging
Right.
30.
Right. And he's building a new restaurant, I heard. Good for him. Over in Austin. So, Blaze, who's your
Texas? But like the thing about like when people come to Houston, they realize like the culture like really brings people in and like they become part of the city. Like James Harden has a house here, he has a restaurant here. A guy like JJ Watt, from Wisconsin, he calls Houston home. Like the way the city is built, like it really is very welcoming to outsiders, and the culture just draws them in and makes them, Houston their home after they're done playing.
Yeah, they need a globetrotter. Yeah, Sixers need a globetrotter. But I want to talk about Jimmy's. Oubre's not great, true, but he's a huge X factor in this team.
I don't get to pick my player of the week.
He can be.
Oh, go for it. Go for it. I was waiting for you.
I was waiting for Rios to get done.
Okay.
Because he has a great point. Because when KD is on, he's one of my favorite players to watch. Like that's my favorite type of style. He can attack the rim. He can shoot the ball. I mean, he uses the size. We've been waiting for a guy that tall and lanky to look that good, and he's done it for so long. And I'd love to say Maxey. I say him all the time because of what he does. But at this point, I'm like, I don't want him to become one of those players that we look back at his career and say, oh, if they only would have built around him. And that's where I'm at right now. It's like how much I love Maxey. If something doesn't happen within the next year, I'm telling you right now, beginning of next year, it's going to be the same team. So get used to it, Philly fans. It's inevitable because that's going to be their excuse. PG and MB didn't play most of the year, or else we would have done better. So I wish it could have been Maxey, but after last night, Wemby is so much fun to watch, dude.
I know.
I know you don't like. He
blocks.
is so much
4
fun to
blocks
watch.
in the first quarter.
I'm not gonna lie, he's fun to watch.
I love watching him. I mean, and this is coming from he beat the shit out of my literally embarrassed. The one who doesn't like to say embarrassed and stuff. He's so different. Like he's something you don't see, and it's so refreshing.
I know
the way he moves. Listen, and I'm watching him so closely last night. The way he can take a top of the key dribble to the left twice and totally separate himself from the entire defense blew my mind. The way he can find the open man when he gets double teamed or when he's in trouble is incredible. His handle is insane. His 3-pointer was on point.
Guys that are 7'4" shouldn't be able to move like that. Like as a Houston fan, I hate it, but as a basketball fan,
it's someone you create in a video game. It's someone you create in a video game.
I'm glad you said that too, Rios. Because if he was in the same division, same state, no, I'd be a hater too. I'd hate him a ton more. But to give him credit, that's what everyone needs to do. We're seeing the evolution we've waited for in the KDs, the ADs, the Chets, these big tall guys that now can do everything and look like Michael fucking Jordan. doing it, like smooth, like it looks natural. Go back to the, Yao Ming, he looked awkward. What about what was his name? Bradley?
Oh,
Sean Bradley, yeah.
Tom Bradley. I mean, look how awkward the big guys were back in the day. There was tons of them. Wemby's he's something special. He's so fun to watch. And I sat there last night, down 20, down 30, down 40, down 50. I could do nothing but smile and laugh. Because I was watching.
I was so mad. I'm like,
the game was over. It's it was done. But then all I kept thinking about is how the blocks in the first round. He took over the first quarter and said, "This is my league right now. Come and get me." And he has the supporting cast too. So they're going to be that Western Conference playoffs is going to be so off the hook this year. I can't wait to see it.
I'm going to say this: Wemby's the best player in the league.
I mean,
I don't care if it's SGA. I don't care if it's Cade. You can't argue for what he's doing on the court.
We haven't seen SGA for a while, so I'm with you. Like right at
this
point,
you can't argue with that.
KD the only person who can, there, right,
I would still put Joker over him just because he's way more consistent. And
I mean, that's another one. Jaw dropper. You're watching a guy who waddle down the court.
He's dropping 50 doubles on your favorite team. Like I still have Joker as the best player in this league.
And I think
the point I'm going Wemby.
To stop complaining so much and realize we're watching so much amazing basketball right now, like literally stars being born. Like who now it's going to be there's 7. Like when LeBron leaves, it's this big door is going to open because it's like who's the next real face? There's so many.
There's so many choices. You can't pick just one.
Wemby,
talent-wise, it should be Joker, but I think personality-wise, it's probably going to be Ant. Just because he has the personality to carry the league.
But here's the thing. Maybe there isn't a face. Maybe this is the new trend going forward. Having 6 or 7 great names.
Okay, you did it on purpose. Come on now.
I didn't want to say 10's too much. 4 is maybe 4. Maybe there's always a Mount Rushmore every year. Like it's a battle between these 4 dudes. The Coopers, the Jokic, the KD, the SGA.
It kind of reminds me of the NFL because for years it was either Peyton or Brady.
Yeah, Brady. I'd rather it be that. I'd rather it be that than one face take over forever. I don't want another dominant Jordan era. I love this player. Let's have 10 really great players and have different title winners every year.
It's kind of like baseball. There's so much parity, but even with the Dodgers, essentially building an all-star team, there's still parity in baseball because it's a long season, and injuries happen, and anything can happen. People go cold at the wrong time.
So, Rios, is Wemby better than Jokic on defense?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, so there you go. Okay.
Watch out for my Pirates this year. I don't want to start too early. They're the best team in preseason right now.
Joker has the edge on offense.
Yeah,
who?
Right now a big edge. Joker.
Oh, Joker. Yeah, I can agree with you. But for me, I'm still going Wemby.
And that's a valid. That's
rebounder. Even though Wemby's tall, he's not the best at boxing out and getting rebounds for someone his height. He should be averaging 20 rebounds a game.
That's good to have that debate. That's good to have 2 big guys that can shoot and pass to wonder which one's better. Now we got years of hopefully of them playing again. I don't know how much longer Joker's going to play though. He's the type of guy that if he wins again, he's like, I go do my horses now. I can see that happening.
Yeah, basketball's not his first passion. Like with him, he's probably going to retire earlier than he should, which is fine. I'd rather a guy leave on top than stay too long.
He's literally said, and they've asked him, would you rather win another championship or all your horses win this year? And he's like, the horses, of course, me.
He's a different breed, man. He grew up in a different environment.
Jokic is only 31. He's 31 years old. So
I thought he really was going to fight, and I'm sure.
Oh my God! I was talking about that with my guy who was cutting my hair.
Funny is what was it? Was
we
it
were
KD
like,
or someone said his brother was waiting for J. Will outside afterwards?
Yeah.
Then they show his brother who looks like Road Warrior Animal and Hawk and Vader all put together.
Jimmy, I said this before and I'll say it again. Trevor Lawrence overrated.
No, he's not. He's good.
Trevor Lawrence. I think he's overrated.
Oh, absolutely.
Thank you.
Inspirational. I don't
What
know.
What was that, Blaze?
Second half of the season, their team was pretty damn good with him.
And
Then what happened in the first game of the
It
playoffs?
doesn't matter. Only one team wins the Super Bowl. To see them do that with that team,
It doesn't
I would
matter.
be, they could be a hell of a team next year.
They can.
It's
Not with
Jacksonville,
Trevor Lawrence.
They're not. It never was.
know,
It never will be Jacksonville. Let's
So,
put it that way.
Blaze, I want to ask you.
I take him
Who's
over
the best-
Jalen Hurts.
That's fair. That's fair. I'm not mad at that. I'm not an Eagles fan who's mad.
I like throwing the ball more than I do running. That's
Yeah.
just me,
So
right?
let me ask you this.
What?
In your opinion, Blaze, who's the best player in the league? Because Rio's got Jokic, I got Wemby. Who you got?
It's a three-way tie with SGA and us. I mean, and throw KD in there for throw. I mean, I'm serious, and that's
I know.
that's a good thing. And then I could put my personal bias in there and throw Maxey in as the fifth person because he's my favorite.
How we don't have LeBron there?
For him.
Woohoo!
No, he's a negative when he's on the floor.
I know.
They got scored by a lot when he's on the floor.
I'm gonna say something good about something with the James family, like I hardly ever do. If if Bryce James does the right thing, he's got red shirt. If he sticks around, if he stays put, ends up playing a little bit in Arizona, stays for 3 years, and then goes to the NBA, he might actually be decent. Not going to be like his dad, but he's going to be way better than Bronny because he might actually buck the system and say, no, I'm going to stay in school for 3 years. I'm going to get better. I don't know. Or he could enter the draft next year like a ding dong, get picked in the second round for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Bronny and LeBron get traded, and there you have it. That's more likely. The Cavs make a run, and he gets a rocking chair in every city next year. Bye-bye, Bron sexual.
That is going to be the worst retirement tour ever. It's going to be so over the top. And
I don't have my bobblehead. I think it's up there now.
So actually, breaking news, I guess, Rashid Shaheed is going to stay with the Seahawks. Oh, or not. He was close. He was close. I read it wrong.
Great breaking news, Mitch.
Damn, Adam Schefter. Yeah, I had a long day of yelling.
Breaking news.
Long day of yelling today.
Breaking news. Blaze is on the fire nurse bandwagon now.
Yeah, halftime asked me that. I was like, I'm on the verge. But now you're like,
well, you heard my reasoning earlier. It's not because he's a bad coach, because he's the wrong coach for this situation. Yeah. He's not going to change. The Kawhi thing today and not getting rid of Lowry, that tells me everything I need to know. He's a one-way coach and he's not changing. If he would have changed, then I'd have hang with Nurse. Come on, let's do it. He's not a bad coach. He's the wrong one.
He's not.
He's the wrong one.
That's the wrong one. We went from a doctor to a nurse. We're going to go to a patient now.
We need like a kid. We have one. His name's Embiid and PG. They're hurt all the time.
That's so wrong. Oh, Lord.
Go grab a young college coach or something, man.
I mean, honestly, that's probably the way y'all should go because he's not set in his ways. They're a little more adaptable.
I mean, I mentioned his name, but we didn't really get it in depth like Mitch had it on the list. Jonathan Kuminga with the Hawks. I mean, we talked about it. He needed to get out of there, get an opportunity.
It took long enough. He should have been gone a long time ago.
Yeah. And the highlight reel has started. If you've seen what he's been doing the last week, it's incredible. Yeah. And the best part about it is when he makes a big move, their bench like they're behind him already. They're like, yeah, we're done with the Trae Young era. Here comes the Kuminga era.
Years ago, man. He was held prisoner, just like
it's such a great basketball
by the Jets. He is held prisoner. He was held prisoner by the Warriors.
Yeah, it won't take much. Atlanta's
you're gonna have Kuminga. The Hawks are perfect for next year. You got Kuminga. Who's the other guy? Jalen Johnson and Dyson Daniels.
And Dyson Daniels for defense too. I mean, they have a nice little together. If Kuminga does continue to pan out to be the man and be a superstar, which he can, and now hopefully, man, wouldn't you feel shitty if you were on Golden State and like, why? Like, what does Kerr have against Kuminga? That's another fit. I think that's another fit. Just like I'm talking about with Nurse and Maxey. Kerr didn't like Kuminga. It's a bad fit. They finally got rid of him.
You know what I just realized? Kuminga doesn't start.
No, he's just turned. He's just.
I just realized that. Oh wow!
Like, yeah, a lot of what the way I'm going with it is still potential and expectation. He hasn't done a shitload yet, but he's already showed those sparks. Like, these are like highlight reel shit that you have
you got
to
a
see
Kongwu
already.
too. A Kongwu, I really like him. I drafted
Solid.
him, and you guys were like, "Wait, why would you draft a Kongwu?"
Well, he's a guy where you're not going to hear his name as far as like huge numbers and stuff, but
Right.
consistent big man. I'd give a lot for one right now in Philly.
Oh yeah,
Consistent big man.
that's
You
why I
got a
want to
couple
draft
extra in
one.
Houston. You got a couple extra in Houston.
It sucks Steven Adams is hurt because this team.
That's what I was just going to say. I'd take him.
I mean, you're 5-2 since the All-Star break. Like, they were really starting to click. Because my boy Cocaine Curry has been starting.
He has been starting
He's
to
been
play. Yep.
averaging damn near 20 and 10 the last few games.
He's another one. He doesn't need to be a superstar, but he can do that. That 20 and 10, is big time for a team that's going to make a run for it. That could be someone. I don't know. I think the Sixers had a guy, something like did stuff like that. What was his name? Mitch, the TikTok guy? Oh, Jared McCain.
I'm like so done with that.
I know,
It's not even funny.
That's the only reason I brought it up. But I think, did I make a good point that it's not just because of McCain? It should have been, we should have made 3 or 4 moves at the deadline.
3,
All
4.
in.
And he's been doing well for the Thunder coming off the bench. He's averaging like almost
really
15 points a game.
Yeah.
It is a better fit. And then once again, Nurse didn't know how to utilize him.
What's up, Albert?
Hey, what's up, man? Thank you for stopping by. But look, man, look.
You're never going to hear
fantasy-
the end of it, Mitch. That's the thing. I'm trying to get you to understand.
I don't have a starter, so I gave up on the season.
But you know what the best thing is? The interview with Maxey when they asked him about McCain last night.
No, they didn't even answer him. He just brought it up.
Yeah, he's so supportive. He's got the right answer every time. Maxey is the one to build a round for a successful. Like, I know we can't just drop Embiid. I wish. That medical retirement thing sounds so good right now, though. Can you imagine?
Yeah. I hate.
And let's be real, Mitch, too. What has our bench been doing recently? The Watfords and the, Edwards, these guys who show flashes, they're horrible right now, Mitch. You know it, right? And when that happens, Maxey and Edwards, like you say, Maxey seems to be carrying bigger and bigger on his shoulders every week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Greg, I'm streaming the Sixers and Jazz.
Is there a report on VJ, Mitch? Is he all right?
He's out. He's out. He's out tonight.
That's like no. Hey, we can equal last year if this is my favorite player. Everybody, I don't wish this on anybody. If Maxey would get injured or sick for a week, we would be in the same position as last year with Grimes leading the team.
He's starting tonight.
He has to.
He's starting tonight.
He has to. He needs to be moved because we're going to lose him for nothing after this year, right? He's only on 1 year.
He wants 20. He wants 20. No, he's out.
Bye-bye. They should have moved him. They should have traded him.
Yeah. I am absolutely. Yeah. I just don't know. I hate my team.
It's hard.
Right now.
It's hard to give up because right now, even if they do barely win, if they win less than half of their games, they're still in the play-in.
Yeah. I know, right?
They would have they'd have to be like 5 out of the last 20. I think it's 9 out of 20 right now. They'd have to win 5 out of 20 to really get out, which isn't, hey, fight like he did last night.
It's looking.
It could happen. I'm a realist. I'm not going to be a super fan and say, I'll be rooting for him, but it looks bad. Tonight will be a nice measuring stick with marketing out and playing a team.
We have 21 games left.
21. We got to win 9.
Utah, hopefully. Atlanta is Saturday. Cleveland Monday. Memphis Tuesday. Detroit Thursday.
Cleveland
next
Detroit.
Saturday. Brooklyn.
See,
then we got Portland.
Mitch, I bet you right now we beat either Cleveland or Detroit because that's how stupid it is this year.
I know.
They'll lose to Utah. They're going to beat either Cleveland or Detroit.
Oh my God.
Wouldn't that be nuts?
I mean, like, where? That's the thing. We don't know which Sixers team we're getting.
But here's where we're at. We're almost in the same position. All of a sudden, because of PG being gone, because of Embiid being hurt, because of Maxey being hurt, if Maxey's not 100%, they're not going to play him. It's this close to now. Same thing that the Jazz and the Pacers are doing. If they do tank, now we are in the lottery.
Oh my God, we're not tanking.
So fans out there, but I'm
Trust me, I know. I got a lot of that this morning.
It could be the accidental tank like last year too.
Don't steal my line.
Well, why risk VJ if they lose 3 out of the next 4 or 5? Right? Put it that way.
Yeah, I'd risk VJ. I'd risk Maxey because what's the point at that point?
It's at that point you're
You
going.
don't need a Derrick Rose situation where you're playing someone in meaningless minutes and they tear an ACL. They tear.
Maxey tears his ACL at the end of the year when the season's already done because they kept pushing him because he's the type of player to play 110%, even if you're down by 50, even if you're out of the postseason. You know he will, and we love him about that. But if he tears it, then he's out next year. Because I'm telling you right now, Sixer fans, get ready. Because here's your offseason interview with your coach and your GM and your players. We're going to get Embiid back next year. We're going to get Paul back. He won't be suspended. When they played well this year, we were winning. And everyone's going to be back next year. Hooray. Yip, yip, go Sixers. Cue corny-ass Sixer song. Dun, 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 whatever.
I can play it right now. I can play it right now, man. I can play it right now. But
if I had hair, I'd be pulling it all out. I'd be bald right now.
If I had more hair, I would have done that.
Yours is falling out right now from the Sixers, so we better watch because you're old. You're in your 30s now, so
I had a haircut yesterday.
So you're in your 30s.
No, yesterday.
You're late 30s again. It's early 30s, but trust me, your hair start falling out with you fans like this.
Yeah.
40s.
Is there anything you guys want to bring up before we get into the predictions part? We still got some time to go.
No, I got all my rants on my list already out.
You good? All right, let me look here. Anything
I'll
going?
take all the home teams tonight because
Bruh.
my team's
Okay,
done.
that means the Sixers are home.
And we're tanking.
So we're tanking. You pick us to win.
Yep.
All right.
That's how it goes.
All right, let's just get to the predictions then. Let's just do that. All righty then. Where are you? All right. Thunder at the Knicks.
That should be a good one.
That's going to be fun. Who you got? I got Thunder.
Hold on. How's it go? Jared McCain. I'm Jared McCain. Here's my dance. How's it go? Something like that or something?
So you're not going with all home teams then?
I'm going against Jared McCain, man. I'll take the Knicks.
Okay.
Knicks are automatically a team I get to root for in the playoffs now if the Sixers aren't in.
Yeah.
Are they playing at home or away?
They're playing in New York.
I'm gonna go Knicks.
I'm going Thunder.
They play different in the Garden.
Yeah. Guys, let us know your games and who you got. Charlotte at Boston.
It's another good one, honestly.
That's gonna be
I have a hot take.
Hot cake?
Yep, and I had hot cakes for breakfast. No, I have a hot take. For the first time in a good while, and I know it's happened before, this year we will have dual Rookie of the Years. It's gonna be
Wait, that actually happened?
Yeah, it's happened a few times. It's gonna be Cooper and Nipple. Cooper and Nipples are both gonna get it.
It kind of has to be because.
Wait, how has that happened before?
It's happened like 4 or 5 times, dude.
It happened multiple times. I think.
Was that before I was even around?
Probably.
No.
Okay. Okay. So it was after 94 then.
Here, 94, 95, Jason Kidd and Grant Hill.
90, I was born.
99 and 2000, Elton Brand and Stephen Francis.
Yeah.
70, 71, David Cowens and Jeff Pitre at 70, 71. So a really long time ago.
So that's 3.
Yeah.
Okay. So those happened when I was like really young.
Yeah.
I mean, Grant Hill and Jason Kidd. I mean,
since 94.
They were supposed to be like the faces of the league when they came in.
Yep.
It was a fun time back
Yeah,
then.
Grant Hill's another one of those what ifs that they thought he was Jordan 2.0. They're like, he's going to be the next face.
The Sixers season is the big what if.
What's Dookie? There's always a Dookie involved. What's up with that? It's UK.
What's up with that?
He was one of my favorite players coming out of the draft back. I was like 11 years old. I was so excited to see him play, and then injuries.
I'm going Boston.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Boston too. It's gonna be close, but I'm gonna go Boston just because Jaylen Brown, man, he's been on a tear lately.
Fuck Boston. You know what? I put them on the same level of Cleveland. When I was a kid and I was a Dr. J fan, I hated Larry Bird and those corny ass Celtics with all their white dudes.
So you're going
Get out of
Charlotte?
here. I couldn't stand the Celtics back. I never really got that off my chest on this podcast. Kevin McHale, Bird Chest, and Bill Walton, hippie son of a bitch. I hated those dudes, man. They were so easy. Like, I just want to punch them all in the face. Larry Bird was great. One of the greatest shooters of all. I want to punch him in his big, ugly nose.
So you're going with Charlotte?
Yeah, fuck Boston.
All right.
And your boy
you're
Melo.
going-
Hey, girl.
You're going with ball and nipple.
I'm
Okay.
going with them nipples and balls down there.
All right,
Lumen, we're tanking, bro. Welcome to the Tank Fest, my brother.
Utah
Fire
at
Nurse,
Philly.
blame the refs. Woohoo! I'm on
Oh
all
my
the
God, Nick
bandwagons.
Nurse yelling at refs. That's like the most annoying thing. That is so annoying.
If he would yell at his players like he yells at the refs, maybe I'd take back that I don't think he's the right coach.
Yeah. Utah at Philly.
I think Philly wins. I'm cheering for my team. Maxey drops I'm waiting for Maxey to drop his 50. Tonight's tonight. He hasn't done
When
it
he
all year.
shoots like what? 30, like 15 for 30?
He's going to shoot 70 times tonight.
And I'm gonna go with Utah, even though they benched their starters. They just got.
I'm going
Watch,
Philly.
here's
I
what's going to
have
be.
to.
Here's what's going to happen. It's going to be tied 60-60 at half, right? And all of
Yeah.
a sudden, Utah starts benching their players. Nick Nurse looks over me like, fuck you. Maxey, you're out. You're out. Starts pulling his starters. And they try to, the game ends 61-60 because someone accidentally fouled someone. There's only 1 point in the whole second half.
Oh my God.
And Lumen's so happy because it's Tankathon 99. All over.
Lumen goes, Maury might trade Edstrom for
Yeah,
Zion.
Bring them both on. Why
Bring
not?
him here. All right,
No.
Portland at Memphis.
Fire Nurse.
I'm gonna go Portland.
Dude,
I'm
me
going
too.
Portland.
Me too.
Atlanta at Milwaukee. Giannis is back.
Bucks.
Yeah, Milwaukee.
I'm going Milwaukee. They lost to the Celtics, I think.
Yeah, the Bucks are another team though. When you throw Giannis in there, it's a whole different world.
Yeah.
He could turn it
And
up.
then
And he's not one of those ones that's going to turn it off just because their team's shaky right now. He's going to turn it up. That team might be dangerous a little bit in the
Yeah.
play-in or whatever.
So the last game, Pacers at the Clippers.
Pacers, fuck the Clippers. It'd be another. This is another game. It's 70-70 at half, and next thing you know, they start pulling all their starters, and it's 71.
Temple, what is up, man? I haven't seen you in like forever. What the hell?
It's a
I'm gonna go
tankathon
Clippers.
too.
I mean, Kawhi's probably gonna score like 40 points.
Who can tank the best tonight on NBA action?
Right.
Stats come to this, like
Right. Hold on. We're gonna see who gets the number one pick on Tankathon. Ready? Dallas
Dallas
took the number
again.
one
There
pick.
you go.
Yeah.
you gotta be fucking kidding me.
Back him up. Another one.
No, fuck that. They should
So what? They take Devonta to be next to Cooper and
Kyrie.
Kyrie. Yeah.
All right. Again. Brooklyn. Okay.
They'll waste them away there.
Yeah.
Hey.
They don't deserve it.
There's already a hot take out there that Washington's gonna
Utah?
be real good next year.
I could do this all freaking day. Utah.
You know what? If it's Utah, I can see the
Washington.
Boston. You know what? I'm
Dude, Utah would be a good one. Dude goes to BYU.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Can you imagine throwing him with Markkinen and Bailey?
yeah. The Boston would be a perfect. in
Don't
Utah.
forget Counselor.
Ooh.
Don't forget Kessler.
Yeah, that turns the Jazz around with one pick. It could. If they all pan out.
All right. Let's see. Sacramento.
That's another dead end zone I wouldn't want to go to. Like Brooklyn
The
and
Thunder! The Thunder get the first overall.
I
Can
will
you
stop
imagine?
watching basketball. They get the
Yeah.
number one pick. I will
Yeah.
stop watching.
Time to start cheering for Las Vegas or Seattle.
And then Memphis,
You gonna pick
Atlanta.
somebody?
That's a good one. I like the Atlanta one. That's a good one. Utah. Okay.
Dude. If Utah gets it,
Brooklyn. Sacramento again. Utah again. The Hawks again.
everybody but Chicago in that list has now won. So or
The
Milwaukee.
Pacers. I like the Pacers getting it actually.
I
Yeah,
think
it'd be
if
interesting.
Boston stays in the draft, like, I think he needs to go to a small market.
And they get Halliburton back next year, but that's a whole
They got-
different team now.
They got Zubac.
Yeah, like that's a different team. That's not Halliburton's. Halliburton's going to come back to a whole like who the fuck are all these guys? Like, where'd my team? Where'd my team go? Where's Matherin? Where's my center? Where's my center at? Where did these
Where's
guys
Miles
go?
Turner?
Miles Turner. He should have stayed in
Yeah,
Indiana.
that's a skit for. They should have Halliburton like come into the locker room like, what? Am I in the wrong fucking? Is this the Seattle Supersonics? Am I on
You're the
the?
wrong
Did they trade me to the Sonics? I'm on an expansion team. Did
All
I get
right,
released?
guys.
The G
Appreciate
League?
everyone tuning in. You'll see me tonight
Dang,
for the
dang,
Sixers and
dang,
Jazz.
Dang,
Sixers and
dang.
Jazz. Rios, you got anything coming up?
This week, no. So for our Just Fans podcast, I've been reaching out to draft prospects. Hopefully, get some guys on. We've had one guy that he became pretty successful, Jalen Coker, a wide receiver for the Panthers. So
Yeah.
Right.
we
yeah.
can put another diamond in the rough. So we'll see.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's great. And Blaze, you're doing your thing too.
Yeah, I got a special guest on the show with me tonight. Jared McCain, how you doing, man? Can't wait to drop 20 again tonight and tomorrow and the next.
Are
day,
you
and the
keeping that
next day.
card?
Forever.
Yeah, the other side is my boy Maxie, man. It's memory.
Oh.
Memories like the court. Oh, I remember when they were together. They were so good. I miss you, Jared, and your painted nails and your TikTok dances.
All right, guys. I'll catch you all later. Like, share, subscribe.
Go Sixers!
Yes, sir.
We back.